Bring in our buddy, our pal. I see him on billboards in Atlanta being called Daddy. It is Charles Barkley, looking slimmer than ever. Chuck, how is Dayton? How you feeling?
First of all, it's cold as hell in Dayton. It's snowing in Dayton. Hey, you know, guys, if you were a good friend, you know these teams played in Hawaii earlier in the year. That would have been a much better trip to Hawaii because it's cold as hell in Dayton.
I will work on all of that. We'll get you somewhere warm next year. I know he's sitting right next to you. What does Dickie V mean to you?
Well, you know, Adam, man, I look at the guys in the studio, and
I remember him from inside the NBA.
We've had an amazing life because of a stupid ball. You know, every now and then I get to pinch myself. Growing up in a small town of a couple thousand people, and now 63 years later, I've lived a fantastic fantasy life. And it's because of basketball. And one of the reasons I wanted to work with Dickie V from the beginning, think about, he's one of the people who acknowledges what basketball means to him. If you don't appreciate the life we've had because of this ball, and there's nobody exemplifies loving basketball more than Dickie V. That's why I want to work with him. Man, we are so lucky. Hey,
That's awesome.
listen, you know that's how bad. That's when you know you can't play basketball the more ugly people start kissing you. Only good-looking people kiss you when you're getting 20 points and 10 rebounds a night. This is what I'm stuck with now. When old has been, but no, man. I appreciate his love of basketball. There's nobody who appreciates basketball more than him. And I want to thank ESPN, especially Tim Gorgon, for making this work when we did the Indiana-Kentucky game earlier in the season. And now, man, this place in Dayton is on fire. We just saw a great game with Howard against UMBC, and it was great. And now I can't wait for this Texas game against NC State.
I'm looking forward to the game too, Chuck. And both of you guys are institutions in sports media, especially basketball. And to see both of you guys together is just legendary for me and for all of the fans. So congratulations on that. My question,
Go ahead, Jalen.
absolutely. My question for you is it still, and I don't want to skip steps, but you and Jamal Mashburn seem to feel that this tournament is the Arizona Invitational. You still feel like that?
Hey, let me tell you something. Jamal, thank you for coming around now. I told you, this isn't March Madness. This is the Arizona Ass-Kicking Invitational. And we accepting all challenges. Listen, hey, Michigan's got a great team. I love Coach May. I think that the injury might hurt them a little bit. I think the injury's going to hurt Duke. Now, you could have went back and forth between UConn and Florida, who was that #1 seed. Obviously, I think St. John got screwed a little bit in the seeding. And I want to make one thing perfectly clear. Miami, Ohio got screwed also, too. They should be a higher seed. They went 31-0. Now, I know my man, Bruce Pearl, who I love, disagrees with me. But I'm not a big proponent of strength of schedule. It's not their fault everybody in their conference sucks. They only played the schedule they were dealt. They should be in the main draw. And I don't normally root for teams other than Auburn, to be honest with you. But I'm rooting for Miami, Ohio to advance in this tournament.
Well, Chuck, this is Jamal Mashburn here. So, you know, looking back on this is the Arizona Invitational, and I was on them on November 3rd when we first started this show, and when I saw them, I was like, they're going to be national champions. But here's the part that I want to ask you. You and Dickie V started this season at the University of Kentucky at Rupp Arena when you guys called the game. How can we fix the University of Kentucky?
Wow.
And what can they possibly do in this tournament run?
Well, I got some bad news for you, Jamal. If y'all can make it to the second weekend, that'd be a great season. Number one, it's always an honor and privilege to play at Rupp Arena. When I was there, it was an honor and privilege to go there and then play against Indiana, which with Coach Bobby Knight is another one of the biggest programs in history. But anytime I get to go to Lexington, it's an honor and a privilege. And you know what, the Big Blue Nation, they're awesome. Yep. I don't see Kentucky making a deep run, but if they could get, because I root for Coach Fox. He's my guy. Yeah. I know he's not the head coach, but he's my guy. But I would love to see, because, you know, Kentucky, man, they probably got the best fan base. They're like the Steelers and the Packers. Their fans travel like pack rats. So, you know, the Big Blue Nation going to have some fans. But if they could get to the second weekend, that would be a great season because they've been inconsistent all year.
Hey, Charles, listen, I'm rooting for Miami of Ohio also because I was a mid-major guy my whole life, so we agree on that. Listen, I can hardly wait to hear you and Dickie V on the call, but I want to give you an opportunity before the game to give us some of your best Dickie V impersonations, like some of his pearls. Go ahead, give it to us.
Well, one of my prerequisites for working this tournament game was I didn't want to be in the studio with you. Because man, there's some people looking for you, Bruce, and I didn't want to get beat up because I was sitting beside you, or we were.
I'm right here,
back
Charles.
Hey,
I'm right here. Come get some of this.
Hey, listen, let me tell you something about TNT security. You can go in Kenny's and lockers and steal anything, because we all got the same damn code. That's how cheap they are. We all got the same security code. So if you want to go in Shaq, Kenny, and my locker, steal something, feel free to do it, Bruce. Hey,
Charles,
don't
thank you so
TNT. They're so secure with their security, they gave everybody the same damn code. How great is that?
1-1. Chuck, because you didn't do the imitation, unfortunately, we have to show another moment that you have had. It is the old kiss with Dick Bavetta.
Yo,
What a
listen,
moment,
man.
Chuck.
He's got a tight butt.
Listen, I will never forgive Dickie B, that other Dickie, for smooching me. Like, no, don't go for the lips. It was our first date.
Oh my God.
Kiss on the cheek. He went right for the lips. I'll never get over that from Dick Bavetta. Yo, man, you got to kiss me on the cheek. That was our first date. You don't kiss me. You don't get the lips, Dick. You don't do that.
That's a great pause.
Charles Barkley, I love you.
Leave it alone there.
Have a great time tonight, pal. We're going to leave you on that.
This is late night, but it's not that late.
Yeah, it's 9:15.